Good evening, and welcome to Project 351's 12th annual launch celebration. My name is Carolyn Casey, and I'm in my 12th year of service with Project 351. I come to you tonight from my hometown, Taunton, Massachusetts, and from my middle school, Martin Middle, where I was an 8th grader. Ambassadors, we welcome you with greatest joy to Project 351. Tonight is a celebration of you and your unlimited potential to change the world. At Project 351, we begin in gratitude. We are a youth-led movement for change that's powered by a beloved community of statewide champions. Leaders like Governor Charlie Baker and Lauren Baker, Governor Deval Patrick and Diane Patrick, corporate leaders like Jim Gallagher and John Hancock, and champions like Bill, Denise, Henry, and Jane Richard, and a statewide community of alumni, families, service partners, civic leaders, service heroes, and champions. Tonight, we dedicate special love and gratitude to a special cohort of leaders whose devotion to young people humbles and inspires us, our educators. You are our foundation, our inspiration, and the most essential partner in our mission. Educators turn potential into unlimited possibility. Behind these walls, as an 8th grade Martin Middle woodchuck, I learned about the power of language from Mrs. Chadwick. I learned that science is beautiful from Mr. Perry. I learned that leaders have integrity and they always show up from Dr. Hannah. Mr. Lincoln taught me to love myself, and Miss Devaney taught me that hope is the most powerful force on the planet. I want to thank each of them for changing my life. And I want to offer special gratitude to 3 educators. First, my parents, who are the foundation of all that is good, and the other, Paul Andrews, the Deputy Director of the Mass Association of School Superintendents, who was a champion from the start. We lost Paul on New Year's Day, and I send special love to his family. Like every educator, their legacy is one of love and action, and we are forever grateful. It's now my honor to introduce members of the class of 2022 with messages of gratitude of their own.
I am thankful for Miss Otteson, my orchestra teacher. When COVID hit, she leapt into action immediately by creating drive-through tuning sessions and socially distanced concerts. Her passion and dedication continue to inspire me to this day.
You teach me life lessons alongside classroom lessons, that self-love is important, it's okay to fail, and that no matter what happens, someone will always care about me.
To my 7th grade English teacher, Ms. Quinn. When I felt alone, you were there to brighten my day. You made me feel safe and loved. I truly believe that my mental health would have deteriorated without you, and I thank you for everything that you've done.
I'm thankful for my Spanish teacher, Senora Johnson. When she learned that my shoes were broken, she got me a brand new pair. It was the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
This has been the hardest 2 years of my life, and my teachers were there when I needed them most. They believed in me and gave me hope when I didn't have it.
I would like to thank Mr. Jones, my 7th grade history teacher. He taught about ancient India, and it was super cool to see representation in my education.
Everyday people in my life, like my coach, my student government leaders, my old 6th grade science teacher, the lunch ladies I see on a daily basis, and my 2 school administrators. Whether I needed someone to push me, someone to support and help me, or someone to respect me as a leader and as a person, or someone that would simply be my friend, all of these adults taught me kindness as a way of life.
Good evening. At Project 351, we've had 4,400 ambassadors in the last 12 years. And you heard some reflections they have on how important educators have been in their lives. We could have countless testimonials dedicated to educators throughout the Commonwealth. And we want to share our utmost respect, appreciation, and admiration for all of the educators who've contributed to this incredible movement. There are 2 I want to call out by name tonight. One is the chair of our Educators Advisory Group, the amazing Mary Kringen, former service hero. The other is the head of the Massachusetts Association of School Superintendents, a fundamental founding partner of Project 351, and that person is Dr. Tom Scott. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Tom.
Good evening, and welcome to Project 351's 12th annual launch celebration. My name is Skylar Rimple, and I'm in my 5th year of service with Project 351. I welcome you from Mashpee High School, which rises from the traditional homeland of the Mashpee Wampanoag people, the people of the First Light. We begin tonight's celebration in honor and reverence for the Native people whose land we inhabit, and with gratitude to the many generations of the people who have lived and have been sustained in this territory for more than 10,000 years. Ambassadors, I welcome you with deepest joy and the most gratitude. Tonight, 4,100 alumni join me in welcoming this life-changing gift with you. It is our hope that you will embrace service as joy with gratitude and abundance. Harbor your humanity as advocates for equity and accelerators of empowerment. Strive to lead as bridge builders and movement makers. Stand up for pro-kindness and anti-division. Amplify your voices as a powerful force for good, and be the change you wish to see in the world. And now, an alumni welcome from across our 351 cities and towns.
Good evening and welcome to Walpole. My name is Scotty Cameron, and I've been serving with Project 351 for 5 years. As a 2018 ambassador, I gained confidence leading service projects with my community at this honorable location, the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 5188. Every season since, we return to landscape and beautify this post as gratitude for the heroism of our nation's military and veterans.
Thank you, Scotty. My name is Jordan Stanley, and I'm proud to welcome the class of 2022 at Wachusett Mountain in Princeton. At Project 351, we find purpose in protecting our planet. Last year, ambassadors and alumni worked to clean up the trails of this beautiful mountain, protecting our natural resources, expanding outdoor access, and building unity through service.
Thank you, Jordan. Good evening from Holbrook Town Hall. My name is Dallas Rodriguez Vieira, and I'm passionate about ensuring every child has the love, support, and resources they need to achieve their fullest potential. My service with Project 351 has done just that by giving me the skills to unite diverse sectors and neighborhoods in a shared mission, like supporting the mission of the Ecumenical Food Pantry to provide thousands of meals for Holbrook families. Uplifting equity of opportunity and leading with respect for the dignity of all has shaped who I am and all I seek to be.
Thank you, Dallas. My name is Marcus McNeil, and I welcome you to a sacred space in the city of Boston, Martin's Park, which honors 8-year-old Martin Richard and his loving spirit of inclusion, kindness, and peace. At Project 351, we are guided by Martin's values and inspired by the belief of Bill, Denise, Henry, and Jane Richard. Strengthened by their partnership, we commit to lead with love, serve with compassion, and build bridges with audacious hope.
Good evening, everyone, from the snowy and frigid Berkshires. I'm Deval Patrick, the 71st Governor of Massachusetts and the founder of Project 351. And it makes me so proud to welcome you to this 12th class of Project 351 ambassadors. You come from every one of our 351 cities and towns, from every walk of life. And over the years, some 4,000 of you have touched millions of lives here in our Commonwealth and made a difference. And I hope what you'll take away from this experience is what I have been hoping ambassadors would take away from the beginning, which is that service is not just what you do. Let it become who you are. Let it be an example to others about seeing our stake in our neighbors' dreams and struggles as well as our own. It's now my great pleasure, as I wish you well and thank you for your service, to introduce a favorite video of mine from a favorite place of mine, the Orchard Gardens School in Boston. Good luck.
My grandfather, he came over here thinking of like the American dream, and he really wanted to build that. He wanted to achieve something so his family could be well off. And my mother, that like inspired her to work hard, and now she's inspiring me to do the same thing. Being able to help others is something that I've always wanted to do. I really just want people to experience what I had to. Growing up, I don't feel like anyone, especially a child, should have to worry about what their next meal is going to be or if they can even eat during the day. Recently, I started my first food drive, and I testified on behalf of free school lunches across all Massachusetts.
My name is Dario Miranda, and I'm an ambassador for Project 351 and have just completed my first full year of service.
I felt like I kind of had to do it for people who were in the same situation as me and people who are still going through it.
As a parent, I'm really grateful for Project 351. They help amplify our children's voices and basically set them up for success and let them know that they have the tools within them to make a change in the world.
Especially in the time of this pandemic, or the things that happened before, like the Black Lives Matter movement, having young people in the forefront of community service, justice, and all things relating to that is really important. And Project 351 really pushes for that.
The world needs more organizations like Project 351. The world needs more Adarios. The world needs more ambassadors, and to get them when they're in 8th grade and to instill that in them is so important because it stays with them for years to come.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jim Gallagher, and on behalf of my colleagues at John Hancock, I want to congratulate the Ambassador Class of 2022. I also want to express my respect and admiration to your families and educators. My special thanks to Governor Baker and First Lady Lauren Baker for 8 years of engaged leadership and steadfast support. And also to Governor Patrick and Diane Patrick for your continued belief in the power of young people. Each of you represent the very ideals we celebrate tonight. Ambassadors, this is your night. Your educators selected you to represent your hometown because of your character, leadership, and the knowledge of the impact you'll have. Now more than ever, our world needs your compassion and conviction. Each year, this launch marks a special milestone for all of us at John Hancock. I'm proud to count tonight as our 12th year of partnership with Project 351. 12 years of shared effort toward progress of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream of equality, equity of opportunity, and strength through diversity. As we work toward that dream, my colleagues at John Hancock believe that the most important investment we can make is in you and your unlimited potential as change makers and bridge builders. Tonight, we recommit to Dr. King's vision and to your dream too. Together, we will build communities and a Commonwealth that are strong, united, and just. Brimming with the optimism and hope that you inspire, I want to thank you for having me this evening. Please stay well.
In 8th grade, I was curious.
One word to describe me in the 8th grade would be basketball.
One word I'd use to describe myself as an 8th grader is prepared.
In 8th grade, I was, and still am, pretty curious.
When I was in 8th grade, I was nerdy.
One word to describe me as an 8th grader would be driven. I was driven to succeed. I wanted to become a professional athlete.
When I was in 8th grade, one word to describe me was eager. I was eager to start high school, try out for the tennis team, join student council and other clubs, make new friends, and be open to all new possibilities.
Be Like Brit started after my daughter Brittany had gone on a mission trip to Haiti back in 2010, and she fell in love with the people of Haiti. She went there to help the poorest of the poor, and she sent me a text message that said, I want to move here and start an orphanage myself. And on the second day that Brittany was there, Haiti had a 7.0 earthquake where over 300,000 people were killed instantly. Brittany was one of those that passed away. After the earthquake, Len and I went to speak to our priest, Father Madden, at St. John's, and we were looking at the one picture that we had of Brittany with the children in Haiti, and Father Madden looked at us and said, "Who's going to take care of these children?" The first reason I started serving was to honor my daughter's last wish, and it was really to keep her spirit alive, something that I was so afraid that I would forget. But then being in Haiti and able to see what she saw, the beauty of the people, the beauty of the country, why I serve is to help the people of Haiti, and that is my life's mission now. The challenges that we have faced at Be Like Brit, we could go on for days about it. We were going to figure it out, and people showed up to help us build this orphanage in Haiti. Seeing what has transpired over these 12 years and the good in people and what they have helped us to build over these past 12 years is just incredible. In our community in Grand Goave, Haiti, we give out clean water. We have built 150 homes in the community. We are the largest employer. We employ over 100 Haitian people. We're part of the community. It's not an us and a them, it's a we. I am passionate about Be Like Brit, and I am just as passionate about Project 351. I love Carolyn Casey and admire her. She's just amazing, what she has created, and to see the 8th grade students, all these years that I've been blessed to be involved with Project 351, it's just overwhelming. She has created a beloved community that I feel honored to be a very small part of. So when people maybe get nervous about the future, just look at the ambassadors at Project 351, and the hope is just amazing. We're going to be okay.
Hey, this is Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker.
And First Lady Lauren Baker.
Despite this year's virtual setting, we're glad to welcome you all to Project 351's 2022 launch celebration. We'd also like to offer congratulations to the 2022 ambassadors, as well as your families and educators who have made this exciting day possible. And we'd also like to thank all of the supporters and the service heroes who helped make Project 351 all that it is. In addition, we'd also like to thank Jim Gallagher and the team at John Hancock for your constant support of Project 351 and its mission.
This evening is a special tradition that we're honored to take part in. Tonight we celebrate the start of your service year, something to be admired and commended. You each have been selected by your community as unsung hero and a quiet leader, reflecting a spirit that we have witnessed across the Commonwealth throughout the COVID-19 pandemic.
We know the last 2 years have been a challenge for everyone, including you and your families. You've missed out on traditions, milestones, and celebrations. And that's why this year's theme of Dream It, Build It is so vital. Our Commonwealth is building back to normal, a process that begins with people. As we keep up that recovery, it's our hope that collaboratively we can draw on shared experience to further a community that is bold, passionate, and inclusive. A community very much in keeping with Dr. King's beloved community, which I know our young leaders here are familiar with. However, to succeed, there's more required than vision alone. You must match our hopes with a relentless pursuit of excellence and accomplishment, and we must work together to make those hopes and those dreams a reality.
We know you've probably heard the word resilient time and again, but it's been for good reason. The Ambassador Class of 2022, you have been resilient. Use that resiliency, embrace the opportunity to be bold and courageous, especially in the change that you dream of and commit to build. It's a privilege to celebrate your passion for service, and we encourage you to take advantage of the year ahead with Project 351 as a member of the Class of 2022 to strengthen your skills and bravely lead with kindness to make a difference in the lives of others.
Now, congratulations on joining Project 351's prestigious ranks. Wear that Navy tee with pride and celebrate your selection as a 2022 ambassador. Congratulations.
My 3 words to change the world are stand for justice.
My 3 words to change the world are caring, passionate, and fearless.
3 words I would use to change the world are keep it simple.
My 3 words to change the world are courage, positivity, and resilience.
My 3 words to change the world are community is everything.
Start right here. To change the world, you can start right where you are, in your school, in your community. And soon you'll grow to make a difference in your state, your country, and even the world. But you need to start somewhere. So start right here where you are and start now.
Growing up as a young Asian American girl, I faced sexism and then also racism as well. And it can be very hard and it can turn into something you internalize. So I think it's very important to have people who are willing to support you and to talk about those issues so that we don't let hate get in the way. My dream is to empower young people, whether that's empowering young people to step into their roles of leadership or providing educational resources. That's a really big goal of mine. I get to do a lot of that with Project 351 and also working with the Playbook Initiative. The Playbook Initiative is a partnership between Project 351 and the Boston Celtics and New Balance, and we work to deliver a diversity, equity, inclusion curriculum to middle school students all across the state of Massachusetts to eradicate biases and prejudices that can divide our country. I think the Playbook Initiative has been really empowering because I learn something about myself every single time I step into a workshop. For just my generation as a whole, we've been really good at having conversations in a respectful, kind way, and it just really has given me hope in young people. Something really important that I've learned from Project 351 is that leadership comes in all shapes and forms. Leadership is just about listening to people and what their needs are and then accommodating those needs. To the class of 2022, I hope that you realize how important your voice is to making a change and that you truly can make a change.
Good evening. My name is Denise Richard. 9 years ago, my husband Bill and I founded the Martin Richard Foundation, an organization dedicated to an inclusive and just community. Each year, a new class of Project 351 ambassadors awes and inspires us in our work. Congratulations to the class of 2022. We know that you are on the path to greatness. Service hero teams are the heart of Project 351. By serving on a team, ambassadors learn from their alumni members, foster friendships across our Commonwealth, and gain inspiration and motivation from our service heroes. The 45 service heroes we honor tonight are an inspirational force for good. Global leaders, everyday heroes, and young people who have found their own unique way to make a difference. I'm proud to introduce the roll call for service heroes, led by our Alumni Mentoring Corps, who will honor each hero with a 6-word tribute.
Strengthening humanity by serving loving spoonfuls.
From students everywhere, thank you, Paul.
We honor his courage and valor.
Devoted to the potential of all.
Heart of the Commonwealth, political peacemaker.
Improving farm workers' lives through empowerment.
Civil rights pioneer at age 15.
Red bandana, enduring symbol of bravery.
Start local, inspire youth, create change.
Tenacious soccer superstar,
social change catalyst.
An alumna who inspires strength.
Principal who shared positivity through education.
Words of incredible bravery and hope.
He changed the world with passion.
Dignity and humanity for everyone.
Defied all odds, won her freedom.
Transforming lives through medicine and service.
Activist, poetess, lyricist, chronicler, and changemaker.
Blazing trails and fighting for change.
Changing the world with powerful words.
Persistence and passion can create change.
Using peace and love for justice.
Creating harmonies of healing and hope.
Revolutionary change requires vision and sacrifice.
Turning life experiences into service inspiration.
Passionately dedicated to community and opportunity.
Building racial equity and social justice.
Emphasizing joy, changing the status quo.
Honoring the dream through racial equity.
Be present, lead change, build community.
Everybody has their chance to dance.
Empowering girls through mentorship and sisterhood.
We carry his message of peace.
Our champion from the very start.
Children's hero, everyone's neighbor. Loving acceptance.
Empowering youth to protect our environment.
An advocate and champion for inclusion.
A champion and mentor for all.
Peace, love, and kindness for all.
Confronting the powerful, securing our future.
Empowering one brings hope to all. Leading to honor history and heritage.
Beloved icon of laughter and love.
Fostering hope, making Boston everyone's city. Breaking down barriers so girls soar.
What an amazing group of leaders. We are so grateful to our service heroes for allowing us to tribute you this year with this extraordinary class, the class of 2022. If our service heroes are a foundation, then our ambassadors are our heart and soul. And this moment, every year at launch, is the most special moment of all. It's when we become 351. So ambassadors, wherever you are across the Commonwealth, I want you to take that navy tee that we sent to you this week, just like this, and put it on. In a moment of unity and solidarity and gratitude and love and compassion and with readiness and willingness to serve. And on the back, it says, Dream It, Build It. And we can't wait to begin this year with the class of 2022. You are all dreamers and builders. And now, to demonstrate just what dreamers and builders you are, it's my great honor to introduce some of your classmates who would like to express in a poem what this t-shirt and what this opportunity to serve means to them.
My name is Montserrat Diacona, and I am this year's ambassador from Watertown. Let's Build the Dream is a poem I wrote to start this journey together. Let's dream it and let's build it. Don't ever underestimate the difference each one of us make. So it is with gratitude and humility, and with the help of some fellow ambassadors, Maya, Tyler, Alexis, and Marco, we call you to action with excerpts from my poem. Let our world be the one we dream of, the utopian dream the dreamers dreamed. Let's build a land of understanding where love's the fabric and peace its seams.
Let our world be the one we dream of, filled with hope where needs are met. Let's make a land where we walk proudly, with raised up chins and no regret.
Let our world be the one we dream of, a world where creed, gender, and race are not the cause of power struggle, free of chain locks, just love's embrace.
Let our world be the one we dream of, a land of strength, bravery, and truth. Let's build a world reigned by equality. Let's start building now in our youth.
Let our world be the one we dream of, a future where dreams do come true, where all skin hues are seen as equal, valuing me the same as you.
Let our world be the one we dream of, enriched by what we gather and what we give. Let's build a world, our 3-5-1 together, with the love we share and the values we live.
Congratulations, ambassadors. I'm Lisa Hughes from WBZ, and I cannot wait to meet you this year. You know, when we perform acts of service, we send ripples of goodness into the world. And you are about to find out what it's like collectively to be part of a wave of goodness.
Your work with Project 351 is preparing you for bold, inclusive, inspiring leadership. Boston and Massachusetts are lucky to have you leading the charge for change as the next generation.
Your commitment to the community is inspiring so many people, and I'm proud to be a part of Project 351 because of people like you.
Congratulations to the class of 2022 ambassadors. You are truly the future of America, an America that reflects our best values.
Living here in the city of Worcester, I work to try to ensure our community is the best, most inclusive, equitable community it can be. A lot of my work is community storytelling, community uplift, finding ways for people to feel as though they are a part of whatever's happening. Public art has a way of doing that, like most things don't. So many people talk about help or service. I have so much, and I'm helping you because you have so little. And all that does perpetuate this idea of haves and have-nots. But if you truly believe that in you going out and servicing a community is about you two building together, that I am as you are Ubuntu ideology, that's amazing. And that's what I am trying to do with service. Arts and culture are the soul of any community. Arts and culture end up being us at our most stripped down. And so I think in the same realm, arts and culture is what allows us to build up. When we look at arts and culture from that standpoint, it's imperative, right? Like it's not nice, it's necessary to who we are. Project 351 is a real, genuine example of the beauty that can come from bringing people together from different walks of life, challenging them to understand who they are and what they stand for, and then explaining to them how important they are to the global community. If I got to give one word of encouragement to these ambassadors, one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite philosophers ever is just keep swimming. It was said by a fish in Finding Nemo, because there are always going to be currents that come your way, sharks or just unknown things like reefs, right? But at the end of the day, if you can find a way to keep swimming upstream, you're gonna make it and do some great things.
Project 351. Usually we come together in historic Faneuil Hall, all in the same room, but of course together, tonight we gather on Zoom. So wherever you are, be it near or far, from Randolph or Easton, Acton or Lynn, from so many places, I don't know where to begin. From Walpole, Brockton, Dudley and Stowe, so many towns, some that nobody knows. From Somerville, Malden, New Bedford and Norwood, doing all that we could for the common good. From Topsfield, Taunton, Wenham and Ware, if there's a need, you know we'll be there. From Tingsboro, Southboro, Northboro, Marlborough, Middleborough, Attleboro, and of course Foxborough, making sure that everyone has a chance to rise above the status quo. From Pittsfield, Medfield, Marshfield, Mansfield, Wakefield, Plainfield, and North Brookfield, think of the power together we wield. From Tewksbury, Duxbury, Roxbury, Tisbury, Newbury, Sudbury, Shrewsbury, Shutesbury, Millbury. When we do get to come together, some come by bus or by car, some even by ferry. From Uxbridge, Sturbridge, Stockbridge, Northbridge, Southbridge, Cambridge, building bridges and charting a course. Together, we're such a great force and a source of hope and of care. From Burlington, Carlisle, Carver, and Ayr, this experience is special and rare. From Swampscott and Concord, Belmont and Lee, from Peabody, Everett, Buckland, and Chicopee, leaders from farther than the eye can see. From Auburn, Brewster, Dighton, and even from Gosnold, writing a story that has to be told because it is bold and one that never gets old. Project 351, there's so much work to be done. This year, we will serve, learn, and have fun. From Lowell and Plymouth, Danvers, and Beverly, together, we'll figure it out, and we'll do it cleverly. From the Cape to out west, you represent the best of the best. We're inspired by your vision and dreams. We'll all work together in teams to honor the legacy of the great John Lewis and Dr. Martin Luther King, to feel the unity of our beloved community, to walk together for service heroes such as Martin Richard in tribute to him, making sure that his light never dims. Unite, act, lead, proceed at full speed, helping others succeed and get what they need. We see a nation of validation, elevation, creation of quality education, salvation, admiration, celebration, and of course, deep appreciation. We hail from all over this great state. There's really no telling how much change we'll create, because together we can dream it and build it. All we have to do is commit to dream it, build it, and be it.
To the class of 2022, I really just hope that you take every opportunity that you can, and I want you all to make sure that you believe in yourself and know that you have the power to really make a change in people's lives.